Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to find out what food you can get for around about £100 from Tesco, then please stay tuned and I'll show you exactly what I managed to get. So guys, I've been to Tesco's today. We have done our food shop for the week, and what I will say is that I do have quite a lot of items in front of me here. So I won't go through each price individually, but what I will do is if a product has a sin value, I will use my phone just because it's quite handy, just to scan through the sins of each item as I'm going through them with you. And if you want to know the individual price or anything like that for a specific item, then please just ask in the comment section in the box below. And I do have my receipt, but it's about this length. And obviously that just takes up extra time to go through all of it with you. And the main point of me going through this with you today is really to go over what I buy in a week to help keep me on track on Summer World. So I hope this video will be helpful. Before I head on to the rest of the video, I will of course just thank every single one of you so far who take the time to view my videos in your free time, which is incredibly important, but also to the people who are subscribers. If you aren't already a subscriber, I would absolutely love if you could become one. It really helps my channel grow. I would not be here making this content for all of you right now who are watching this if I didn't have the backing of all of you at home who are subscribers already. So if you could mind doing that for me, it doesn't cost a penny. It takes just 1 second of your time. I would absolutely be so grateful for that. I also want to just thank my members. So my members are very important to me, as are all of you watching this right now, but they are all on their own lifestyle and weight loss well-being journeys. And if you want to become a member, then I would welcome you to join. And if you want more information, please ask about that in the comments section below as well. And you can also find more information out on my main home screen page for the YouTube channel or on my community posts. So let's get started with the rest of the video. So what I will just do is talk about 2 products that we actually got for free. So we were gifted these by James's friend. So here we have 2 sirloins and 2 ribeyes, and we got these from a very good farmer friend, and they raise cattle. And so this is what we have. So we're really looking forward to this. The meat is of extremely high quality and it is very, very well bred and looked after. And we know that from first-hand experience. But what I will just say is that we do have a few recipe ideas with regards to using these steaks up. They are as fresh can be, shall we say. So we're aiming to use this fresh produce in the next couple of days. And as I said, we've got a couple of ideas to take into account. But as with anything on Summer World, if it has fat on it, making sure that you either trim it off before you cook it, or you cut it off before you eat it, and it will be sin-free or as low sin as possible with the marbling throughout it. If you did want to buy a steak, of course, and it did have quite a bit of fat marbling throughout it, for me personally, that's part of the steak experience and the flavour. But of course, if you were wanting to be extra careful, then I would just advise counting some sins for the steak, or just enjoying it and not worrying too much about your sins. So of course, that would be completely up to you. So I'll pop these down. The biggest item that I've got here, I will go through first and just show you that for us, we feel this is very good value. It lasts us for weeks, and it is a 30-pack variety snack bag of crisps. So this is Tesco's own brand. They are really good. So of course you get the onion rings, cheese puffs and bacon rashers. So they aren't branded, but they are very good, and you get 30, so 10 of each flavour. We really enjoy these, and on average each bag is 4 cents, which I don't think is too bad at all. 4.5 cents. And as I said, they're much cheaper and greater value than you'll ever find in any other sort of smaller pack of branded crisps. So this will do us for a while. So I'll pop this down. I also have a few items in here that are not necessarily for me, but I'll run through them anyway because I did buy them. So this is Warburton's milk roll. So this bread is the bread that we buy for Logan. He really likes it because it's round, but I ate this when I was young and I loved it. It was just such a lovely treat. But it's lovely as a sandwich, but it's even better as toast. If you haven't tried it, then it is actually Slimming World friendly as well. It does have extra calcium in it, and it's 46 calories per slice. So that would be 2.5 sins per slice, which I don't think is too bad if you want a little bit of white bread. And of course it's round, so it's quite fun as well. So yeah, it is aimed at children, but of course anyone can eat it. So I'll pop this down at the moment as well. I also have the Zero Cola from Tesco. So I've got two 2 litre bottles here. Now this works out, I think, about 65 or 70 pence a bottle. We do buy this for having in the house just because it is much cheaper than buying branded Pepsi or Coke, etc. And we don't buy it all of the time, but every so often we'll stock up on it just to save us some money, really, and it's sin-free, of course. Personally, for us, and myself and James, we really enjoy this. It might not be for everyone, but if you want to save some money and save on sins and calories, then this might be worth having a bit of a look at. They do also have multi-pack cans as well, and they do also do a cherry flavour, but unfortunately didn't have cherry today, so we did just get the normal, which is essentially a Pepsi Max dupe. So it's a cheaper version of Pepsi Max. So let's move on to the rest of the shop. So we did buy the luxury soft coconut oil toilet paper or toilet rolls. So this is what we have. This is the one that we always buy because it smells lovely. Of course, it's not a food item, but this is what we like, and it does make your bathroom smell lovely as well. Now, just as a little bit of a very important bit to mention is that to look out for possible signs of bowel cancer when going to the toilet. It is on the back of this packaging, and I will just say that if you have any changes in your poo, or you're having any blood or any tummy discomfort or blood in your pee, even if it is just the once, then you must follow the advice on the back of this pack. I'm sure all of it has to be packaged up now due to NHS guidance, but please don't leave it too late. Make sure you get yourself checked out if you are having any problems. You can never be too sure. So always just remember, you are important. And we also have some Surf 3-in-1 capsules, which is a tropical lily one. Now this one was on offer today. I can't remember how much it was, but this is the one that we buy because we like the smell of it. Smells lovely, really lovely for bedding, towels, clothing, but this is probably the best one that I've found that actually has a nice scent after things have dried. It holds on to the scent. So I also have a few of these. So these are for Logan, of course. They are also sin-free. They're only 10 calories a bottle. And what I will just say is that I did buy 5 of them, and that's because it was a deal. So what I'll do is I'll just pop it down. And sorry, I've got James and Logan in the background there, if you can hear that. And Logan really enjoys them. Plus, they're also cheaper than buying the fruit shoot version. So these were, I think, 5 for $1.50. So yeah, it's just there to save you money, and also a small bottle is really helpful if you're out and about as well. Next on the list is my summer fruits. So this is a sparkling water. It is sin-free. They didn't have the one that I normally buy, which is the apple and raspberry one, but the summer fruits was the closest one I could get. So again, this was 75 pence, but they do sometimes have them on offer. And again, it's a nice little change from having like Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi, Pepsi Max, etc. So again, nice just to change it up a little bit as well. So next onto the list is we have our skimmed milk. So this is the size that we bought this week, and it is dated to the 27th of March. It is currently the 16th of March just now, so it is, it's got a good date on it. But what I will just say is that from memory, I'm sure it's the right memory, it's 350 mils of skimmed milk that you can have as part of one of your healthy extra A choices if you're still following Slimming World like myself. So what we'll just do is pop this down, trying to make a little bit of space for me here so I can go through things. Next on our list is our bananas. So there are 3, 4, 5, 6 bananas, and they're pretty big, aren't they? Really pretty big. And these were £1.17 for all of those, which I think is pretty good value. So that'll do 6 days of breakfast, or 6 sort of snacks or anything like that. Logan loves a banana, so when he goes to school in the morning on a Tuesday morning, because we keep him on a Monday night after his little club that he goes to, he always has a banana before he goes to school with his cereal. And I like to know that he's had a good breakfast and a fulfilling breakfast that'll keep him going all the way up to lunchtime. Myself and James also like them as well, of course. So next on our list is our eggs. So these are the free-range golden yogurt eggs from Tesco. So we've been buying these eggs for the last wee while, and they've actually turned out really, really good. Lovely flavour, lovely yolk, to be honest, nice and bright, and I do think that they are really good quality. They are British Lion quality assured, and of course they are free food, just like the bananas. So next on our list is grated carrots. So this is a speed food, and we're going to use this for a couple of different things this week, but mainly we're hoping to do a bit of a sort of ramen, sort of teriyaki, yakisoba type bowl at home. So we're going to use some of the steak for that, and of course the carrot is for extra speed. We also have some pak choy, again, to go with that meal, and this is a speed food. We have a 1 kilogram bag of fusilli dry pasta. Now, of course, we won't use all of this in 1 week, but we did need more, and I'd rather buy a bigger bag than keep having to go back for the smaller ones. So again, this is a free food, but personally for me, I always weigh out my pasta, my rice, my potatoes. I always try to go by what the portion size recommends on the pack, and for me, so far since I started Slim World, that has worked well for me. And at the end of the day, they don't recommend portion sizes for nothing. It is a recommendation. Of course, you don't need to follow it, but certainly with regards to weight loss, in my opinion, it has helped me. So whether you do that or not is completely up to yourself. But yeah, that's just a little hint or tip. Also have roasted red peppers. So this is a jar. You do get different brands within Tesco's. We were especially there today. We did see a huge range of different prices, to be honest. So I think these were £1.80 from memory. But the other ones were like £3, £4 odds, which is crazy considering it was the same weight volume of roasted peppers and they looked exactly the same. So yeah, we're going to be using these as part of our meals for this week, and they are a speed food. Next on our list is Little Moons. So I've not tried this version before, and if you've watched any of my other video hauls or any of my other videos where I've spoken about my favourite items, then these are definitely the one. However, what I will say is I've not tried this flavour before, and this is the iced latte coffee flavour, which I am really looking forward to. A little hint or tip if you are buying these is to try to buy them when they're on offer, because they are quite expensive, although they are a really nice little treat. So again, it is worth it if you want to do that. But they are 80 calories per mochi ball, which is like a little ice cream ball covered in a thin dough. And these are 4 cents each, which one every evening is nice as a little treat, isn't it? And coffee is quite satiating, I feel. So it doesn't necessarily make you want to go and hit something else sweet after it. So really looking forward to trying these. If you've tried them already, or if you do go and buy them after this video, then I would be really appreciative if you can let me know how you find them. So pop them down. We also have Tesco portobello mushrooms. So as I mentioned, we do have a few plans with regards to the steaks, and these will be going with the steaks. So these are obviously a speed food because they are mushrooms, very low in calorie density. And we also have the Dairy cheese slices. So these are not the low the low sort of fat version. From memory, I believe that you can have 2 of these as part of one of your healthy extra A choices, but I do have my trusty phone here, so bear with me and I will tell you if that is the case or not, because I don't want to give you incorrect information as best I can. So yes, 2 slices, or you can have 2 for 5 cents, or you can have 1 slice for 2.5 cents. So yeah, you could have 4 of these slices, and that would be your whole healthy extra A equivalent allowance for the whole day if you wanted to do that, depending upon what you're having, like burgers or whatever. So yeah, good to know. We also have a punnet of blueberries here, so we will top these on our porridge probably tomorrow morning, and these are a speed food. We have the Muller Lite orange, vanilla and smooth yogurts with the dark chocolate sprinkles inside, and these are all half a cent each. Now, I don't normally buy Muller Lite. If any of you have seen my videos, you'll know that I love the K-Varg protein yogurts, but I've been buying them for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I do have some left over in the fridge with good use by dates on them, but sometimes it's nice just to mix it up a little bit, so we did get these today for a little change. We also have our Yorkshire tea, toast and jam. So I am married to a Yorkshireman, and this is the tea that we drink. However, I absolutely love it. If you haven't tried it already, I would highly recommend it, and it is delicious. And of course, it's free. We also have black peppercorn grinder because ours is low and we needed a new one. So again, sin-free. We have 2 of the Fibre One 90 calorie birthday cake bar squares. Now, we did buy 2, and we're not going to eat 2 this week, but they were on offer. And again, if you buy these things at home yourself, you'll know that they can be very expensive at times. So there's times I've seen these over £3 in price. And I know pricing in supermarket has gone up and down quite a bit over the last while, the last year or two, but they were on offer today, and I think they were £1.50 a pack. So we did buy 2 just so we know we got them while they're on offer, because they change so quickly in the shops. We also have Whitworth's shots. So I absolutely love these. They're a really firm favourite of mine. I haven't had them in a long time, but I have been buying them recently for James and for Logan. It does have the dried cranberries, raisins, and it has creamy white chocolate pieces. And so they are 98 calories per pack, but it's a great way to get a little bit of extra fruit into Logan. And of course, it's a little bit of a sweet treat for him that he doesn't really link up with being a slightly healthier snack. James also likes them, and they do have lots of other versions to look out for as well. And because they are 98 calories, that means that they are 5 cents if we're using the 20 calories to 1 cent rule. We also have the Alpen Delight bars. So this is the chocolate honeycomb version. And I also have a salted caramel version here. And you can have 2 of each as a healthy extra B choice. You could have 1 of each as well for a healthy extra B choice, or you can sin them as well if you wanted to accordingly. So I will just double check the sin value for yourselves at home at the moment as well, just to double check. So as I said, so the salted caramel, you can have 2 of them for a healthy extra B. So you get 1 healthy extra B a day, or you can have 2 bars for 6 sins. The Alpen Delight cereal bars, salted caramel, you can have 1 of them, as I said, as a healthy extra B if you didn't want to have 2. And you could also count just 3 cents for 1 of them. And if you didn't want to use them as a healthy extra B at all, as I said, you would just count the cents accordingly. With regards to the chocolate honeycomb, they are, 1 of these as a healthy extra B choice, or 4 cents. So yeah, it's 2 of the salted caramel as a healthy extra B at the maximum amount, and 1 of the chocolate honeycomb. And I've just looked, the Delight salted caramel is 70 calories per bar, and the chocolate honeycomb is 92 calories per bar, which is why there's a bit of a difference. But what I have noticed recently, I'm not sure if you guys have at home as well, is that Alpen have rebranded quite a bit of their products, and so not as many of them are as Slim World friendly as they were before. Now, I'm not saying they're not Slim World friendly, but there are a slightly higher sin value linked to each one, and rather than having 2 of each flavour, which you used to be able to do before with the Alpen Light, they're now called Alpen Delight. And obviously some of them are only 1 per healthy extra B rather than 2. So just always double check and make sure that that's right for you. So we also picked up this Cape Herb and Spice Rub Texan Steakhouse seasoning. So it's a mild seasoning. Never tried this before, but we did get it for the steaks. Now, of course, we won't be using a lot of this, but I will just double check and see if I can find out the sin value for it. So it is half a sin per level teaspoon, which is absolutely fine. So yeah, we're going to try this out, and I'm looking forward to it. Also have a few sweets here for Logan. So the first one here is the Love Hearts sort of roll. He obviously won't be eating all of them in one go. It'll probably take him weeks to get through this because he only has maybe like 2 or 3 and then he'll be fed up of it. We'll close it up and we'll put it away and we'll bring it back out another time. So yeah, he's obviously only 5. He's not going to be eating all of these, and I don't think as an adult I would be able to eat all of these because they're very, very sweet. But for the whole roll, if you're interested, 7.5 cents. We also have a little Flump marshmallow bar for him as well, which he loves. And I know that these are a little bit more Slimming World friendly, and for one of them it's 20 grams and it's 3.5 cents. We also have a pack of onions, and these are a speed food. And I've picked up two of these packs of the Tesco Finest Cornish sardines. Now, these are my absolute favourite. I would highly recommend them to anyone who loves sardines like we do. But basically what it is it's a rich tomato, olive and caper sauce. Now, we absolutely love all of that, and we make sardine puttanesca pasta, which is our all-time favourite, and it's so quick and easy to put together. Now, these are so full of flavour, they are delicious, and of course they're oily fish, which is incredibly important for you, full of nutrients, and I will tell you the sin value is 3 cents per can, which I don't think is bad at all, and I fully recommend them as being worth it. So again, tell me if you try them out and let me know how you get on. So we're about halfway through. We have this meal kit, which we've never seen before, we've never tried. So it's sosu, and it's a bibimbap meal kit, which is a spicy barbecue rice with Korean barbecue rub and gochujang. Don't know if I'm saying that right. It's Korean inspired, and it takes 15 minutes to make, and it includes a very hot Korean barbecue rub and paste, as long as with the barbecue sauce and rice kit. So this is what it looks like at the back. So it tells you what to do in each step, and this is what it looks like on the front. Now, like I said, I haven't seen it before, but I did scan it in the shop, and I'll just double check it for you guys right now. But it is 9.5 cents for the whole pack. James and I are going to share it, and so it works out at 5 cents for half of the pack, which I don't think is bad for making up a sort of Korean style bowl, which I'm really looking forward to doing. Next on our list is our Tesco Finest jacket potatoes. So these were on offer, but I've been really craving a proper baked potato since watching a few things on TikTok and Instagram recently. So yeah, I've fallen guilty to that as well. But free, there are no sins attached, they are free, they're not a speed food, but I'm really looking forward to making these and layering them up with lots of different lovely toppings. We have 2 soup mixes. So one is a Scotch broth. So this is a mix of different vegetables. I'll just run them through with you. So it's carrot, which is a speed food, swede, which is a speed food, leek and onion, which are speed foods, and barley, which is free, as it's a pulse. But this will be delicious with some stock, which again is free, and this will keep me going on my annual leave week, which I've just started today. So I'm now on 9 days annual leave, and I am having a great time so far. But this will be easy for me to make and eat for lunches throughout the week whilst I'm at home or out about on the go. So again, this is free because it's got the barley sort of sachet in it. But if you didn't want to add that in, it's still going to be a speedy food with all of the vegetables in there. And this is just a vegetable and lentil soup mix, which again is free. There are no sins attached. And we've got carrot, swede, leek, onion and lentils. So it's basically the same thing. The only difference is we've got a different pulse sachet in each pack. Now, I know I can buy all of the vegetables individually and make my own soups, but actually these are for convenience, and this is why I bought it. It also saves me spending a lot of money on the stuff and then potentially not using all of it. I'm sure we've all done it where we've bought a pack of carrots and a pack of potatoes and whatever else, and we don't use it all up because we buy it for soup and we never make that much soup. So yeah, these are for me, and this is what I find easy. We also have the Tesco Finest Purple Sprouting Broccoli, which was on offer. And this is a speed food, and we're going to have this with our steak. So I'm really looking forward to that. We have Pickup minis, so the little mini biscuits. Some of you may have seen these before. You can get slightly bigger versions of them, but these were only £1. And I remember that from memory because I was shocked that you could buy a pack of 10 biscuits for £1 in this day and age, because everything else seemed to be so expensive on the shelf at the biscuit aisle. It was almost £2 for a Tunnock's caramel wafer pack, which is unbelievable, to be honest, in my opinion. So getting these for £1 to me at the time felt like a good bargain. And they are 54 calories per biscuit. And so let me just check for you guys at home. I do normally work these things out in my head, but whilst I'm trying to video and talk about it and get it right, I want to make sure I'm not saying anything incorrectly. And they are 2.5 cents each. We then have our Soreen bars. Now, we love Soreen. It's got lots of fibre in it, and we love them. They're so filling and sweet and lovely. But these are the lemon flavour because it's coming up to Easter, of course. And so we had to try them. We've not had them before, but I'm really looking forward to giving them a wee go. So these are 96 calories, which I'm thinking we'll just call 5 cents per bar. And Logan also loves these, so sometimes he'll take one of them to school with him as a little snack as well. Now, I've got a few other things here which are not for me, but James wanted some mini jelly beans, and so he got what he was given with regards to these ones. So this is what we've got. If you're interested, I can give you the sin value. So it's an 85 gram bag. It does suggest that the pack contains 4 servings, and so round about, I would say 3 sins or so per quarter of the pack. So you would just need to weigh them out accordingly. And we also have this little jelly pizza, which Logan loves. And I'm not sure if this will give me a sin value. It does actually give me it, and it's 3.5 cents for a little jelly pizza. We also have some lovely picobello tomatoes, so we will have these with our steak, and possibly over the next couple of days as little snacks as well. I really love cherry tomatoes just to stack on, so again, a good way to fill up on your speed foods. We also have Cadbury Time Out, so this is a 6-pack, and these were on offer. It's not something we generally buy, but they're 5.5 cents per bar. We have Fibre One red velvet cake bars, which are delicious. If you've not tried them, they are really, really good with a cup of tea, coffee, anytime basically. And the scanning value of these is 4 cents per 25 gram cake bar. And the next item we have here, which is the milk chocolate popcorn bar by Fibre One. Again, these were on offer, as were the Fibre One red velvet bars. And as I said earlier, they're often pretty expensive, and so that's why we bought a few different ones to keep us going until payday, which is at the end of the month. And these are 3.5 cents per bar, or you can have one as a healthy extra B choice as well. We also have some pink and white mallows here. So these are delicious. They are so good. And from memory, they are 2.5 cents, but I will just double check for you. And they are 2.5 cents. So these are delicious. You can add extra stuff to them. You could put a little bit of chocolate inside. You could put them in the air fryer just to melt them down a little bit. You could put a little bit of anything that you want in there just to make it a little bit more sweet or a little bit more fancy if you're serving them up. You can also remove the wafer from the marshmallow quite easily. And what I've done before is actually put a little thin layer of ice cream on either side, and it's a big sort of ice cream wafer marshmallow thing that is really low in sins but absolutely delicious. And again, you can also make s'mores, your own version of s'mores with these if you maybe have kids or you are going away camping like we do in the summer, and it's a great substitute whilst keeping your calories and your sins on the lower end. We're almost there, guys. So the last sort of frozen item that I've got here today is the Tesco Ms. Molly's range. which is their sort of value range. And they are 8 assorted milk lollies. So these are essentially like mini milk ice lollies. They are delicious. I love every flavour. I've had them all and I would strongly recommend getting them. They're great to keep in the freezer and the kids love them as well. So it is really good. Pearl lolly, the chocolate ones, the vanilla and the strawberry are all 2.5 cents per ice cream bar, which is great. And they're so cheap as well. They really are so cheap. And we also have strawberry lemonade Helter Skelters, which is twisted layers of fruity ice for a refreshing treat. So these were actually reduced to clear, and I think they were £1.7 for 5. I'm not sure how expensive they were before that reduction, but again, it's good to keep these types of things in the freezer, just if you're getting a little bit peckish. And they're 2.5 cents each as well, and I know for a fact they'll go down a treat with Logan. He'll enjoy them. And the last item is the Sweet Easy Peelers tray. So these were £2.50. And of course they are a speed food. They had smaller bags, which were £2.50, and the larger tray was the same price. It makes no sense. But hey, I love these. They are the Tesco Finest range. I do believe spending a little bit of extra money on your fruit and your vegetables where you can, when you can, because it does taste so much better and you enjoy it more. And I certainly would not be eating the amount of fruit and vegetables that I do eat if I bought cheaper versions, because I just couldn't stomach it. Some of the fruit is absolutely tasteless, and it ends up making me not want to eat it. So hey, anyway, so for all of this, it came to about £96. So we'll say £100. We did get a couple of pounds off with regards to our club card. As I said, I've not gone through all of the prices with you, but if you do want to find out the price of something specific, or you have any questions about any of the products I've spoken about today, then please feel free to ask in the comments section below. So thank you so much, as always, for spending the time to watch my videos and for engaging with me, for supporting me, and as always, for coming back again and again to find out what I'm up to. So thank you so much for your time. It's been great chatting to you guys today, and I will catch you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.